Masayoshi Son of SoftBank, he says it's a great headline from Bloomberg, says he's embarrassed by record and impatient to improve. This is with an interview with the Nikkei Business report. What did you learn in this interview?
So I thought it was quite self-reflective, right, to come out and say that he's embarrassed. Obviously, he's gotten a lot of heat lately. It's not that much different than, the turn in pressure is not that much different than what we heard about a month ago with a portfolio of privately held companies, that he wants to see them turn a profit faster. And so we are definitely seeing a little bit of a change in tone from Masa. Also remember, it's not just Uber and WeWork. People are looking at their entire ride-hailing portfolio in India and China and Singapore as well. But he did say in this interview to be a little patient with Uber and WeWork, that he thinks in 10 years that they'll maybe be all right and they'll be profitable. But again, that's different than what he asked of his portfolio companies last month.
Right, which is kind of what you would have expected him to say after they filed their prospectus, is like, you little investors don't really understand. I'm the big investor. Like, I know when they're going to be cut. Give it 10 years, just relax. But it's interesting that he did say it, just not in time or wanting it to actually IPO.
Exactly, and again, it is different than what he's told the rest of his portfolio companies to be in better shape before you go public, start turning a profit.
Well, I also wonder, and I don't think we got this in the article, but then how this winds up being for a second vision fund, right? Which there were questions whether or not Saudi Arabia is going to actually be an investor in that, where there's all these reports about how basically is like forcing employees to have a stake in it, etc. And you wonder how that's going to play into how he invests in that, if he's going to actually take on risk.
Not to mention, he also had some very ambitious plans for the rest of these companies to go IPO faster. Remember, he really wanted to start turning things into the public market, which is not only more difficult with the markets we're seeing, it's more difficult as people have faith in the existing portfolio companies.
Which is another sort of offshoot of this too. The conversation is this going to make smaller companies harder to just be? Because if you wind up having a big name like this, sort of either being a little less risky or just sort of slow rolling it a little bit or just not taking on as much, do you not start a company? Is it harder to get your foot in the door, kind of thing?
Especially when you had SoftBank pouring so much money in the last couple of years and valuation's been driven up. Now we're going to see a repricing potentially in the market.